Okay, so um, there's a lot of rumour mill on the old transfer front today. But the big news obviously is Mark Hughes getting sacked by Stoke straight away within a couple of hours of the defeat last night to Coventry. It happened very, very quickly, and they acted swiftly. Already, two names are in the pot. Gary Rowett doing a good job at Derby, but he's lacking a bit of. He won't have any Premier League experience. And Martin O'Neill. Martin O'Neill has coached in the Premier League many times before. He did a great job with Leicester. He's won trophies with Leicester, the League Cup a couple of times. He's done very, very well with Aston Villa. Um, on a bit of a shoestring budget at Villa compared to other clubs, because Villa had all sorts of ownership issues while he was there. He's coached in European competition. He's now been at the Republic of Ireland for a while. He's done wonders with limited resources. Um, so he's in contention. I think he's the favourite. He will be a very, very good appointment. Whether he can keep him up, or whether they need a relegation, rebuild, retool, start again. Relegation doesn't have to be doom and gloom, but if a team does fall out, there is a risk they could just slide down the divisions, and there are multiple clubs that I could list that were in the Premier League that are now in League One and League Two, who've really struggled over the years since the Premier League era started. But I think Martin O'Neill would be the safe bet. He's a very intelligent man. He's got a footballing brain second to none. As a player, he was exceptionally intelligent and won trophies. And bizarrely, he's got a university degree. And most people think football players, anyone involved with football, is generally a bit dopey. No, he's a very intelligent man. He has an ability to basically. He's a man's man. He's a player's manager. He will work out each player's strengths and weaknesses and work out where he fits into a system, what how their strengths can help the team and how their weaknesses. He can work on them. He will assess what he's got and try and make that player or group of players better. So we'll have to watch this space with that. I do honestly believe that he's the right man for the job should they go down that route. I do feel sorry for Mark Hughes simply because he's also a very good manager and he's in a similar vein to Martin O'Neill, in the fact he was a very successful player, went pretty much straight from playing into management, got his coaching badges done. So they're quite similar in how they played. Well, they play the game differently, but they played in similar positions. But they're very similar in how they are brutally honest when their team has played appallingly, and they're also brutally honest with players who are struggling. They'll say, "Yeah, this guy is struggling." All in all, though, I honestly see Martin O'Neill as the most likely successor. It's whether they can obviously agree terms with the Republic of Ireland, the FA of Ireland, because will Martin O'Neill want to bring his backroom staff, including Roy Keane, over? Will there be any sticking points? And Stoke need to act quickly, and other clubs haven't this season when they've had managerial changes. And I look at Everton, and a lot of Everton fans who watch this channel get a bit frustrated with it, but it's a prime example of how not to look for a new manager and have inconsistency and uncertainty at a crucial time. The length of time it took to replace Ronald Koeman and the via David Unsworth, and then you had the international break and still nothing was done, and then David Unsworth was basically thrown under a bus, makes me wonder, will Stoke need to act quickly, and they need to get whatever agreement in place within a few days, and that's a lot of negotiation taking place. Now we are in the transfer window. This was probably the best time to possibly, I would have said, sack Hughes a week before the window, get the new guy in, and he can assess, and then he can make his moves in the transfer market. But we shall see. I mean, I'm very much against the amount of sackings we've had. That's 7 Premier League managers now who've lost their jobs. And we're literally at the halfway mark of the season. 7 managers have. That's nearly a third of the managers in the Premier League have been fired. So there is something amiss when a third of your managers have basically gone that started the season. It is worrying, and I wonder how many of the managers at the end of the season will decide to stay on for another year. I honestly do. I wonder how many of the managers that we started the year with will be at their clubs, regardless of, well, obviously the relegation clubs. That's different, but the clubs that survive. I wonder how many of them, the 17 clubs that stay up, how many will have the same manager next season? This is a question I ask. Anyway, I think personally, in my opinion, Martin O'Neill is the favourite. And we shall see. Watch this space. Basically, I noticed my Stoke City videos yesterday when they lost to Shrewsbury, and then when Hughes was sacked within 2 hours. They have been exceptionally popular on the old viewership. And I know not everyone's going to agree with my point of view, and I know there's going to be some very angry Stoke fans, and understandably so. I don't expect Stoke fans to be happy with the defeat and happy with the performance. There is a small minority that have been calling for Hughes' head for quite some time, and understandable. But I've had some comments back from people who watch the videos, and remarkably, they're both from Australia. Aussies, a lot of Aussies. Apparently, football was very big out in Australia. Well, they call it soccer. One of them was a Stoke City fan. He said he was still very supportive of Mark Hughes right until the end, but the writing was on the wall. Um, we have to see if Martin O'Neill does get appointed. If they go with someone else, that is fair enough. But Martin O'Neill has experience. He's been down this end before. He's been with the promoted club, so he'll treat this as a promotion. Basically, he'll treat it as if the club's promoted, and we have to start. This is the first day of the season up till the end. We just have to survive. He's been in a position in a relegation fight. He's been here before. He's won trophies before as well. Let's not forget he worked wonders at Leicester. He has coached at a high level for many years. But I'll leave that thought with you. That's my pick. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos literally for you. There's quite a lot of sports news going on at the moment. I'll have some more videos for you soon.